Okay, so you remember I did a video the other day, which is interesting. It didn't get that many views. I guess it really, people must not have cared about the title. And it was about my dad thinks God gave him the $180 that fell out of someone's pocket. You know, and I said, as if God's going to take from one person to give to you. And some people said, well, I still see it maybe as God doing that for him. And I disagreed. And then some other people said the same thing. They agreed with me. And then other people said, well, no, I do kind of see that as maybe as a little, you know, God winking on him or whatever. You know, whatever. So I told my dad today, by the way, Dad, we had pizza again today. Dad, I did a video the other day. Remember your story about the casino? You went there, lost $180, or you found $180 and all that? Yeah. I had to do a video on that. And I told him, some people agreed with what I thought, and some people agreed with what you thought. So he says, oh, well, here's this. Here's what happened after that. Now, this was like 2.5 weeks ago now, by the way. So he goes back just a few days ago. Again, you don't know anybody like my dad who walks into a casino with $5. It costs you probably $7 or $8 to drive there. Or maybe $5. He's not that far, right? We'll call it $5. Cost you $5 to drive to the casino and back. And then you're going to go play $5. But again, he says, well, I'm just there for the entertainment. I'm bored. I don't have nothing to do. You know, and that's understandable, fine. He's over there, you know, betting 2 cents. 2 cents. 2 cents. Oh, I made it big. I made $1.20. 2 cents. 2 cents. So it goes up to $5, back down, dollar, whatever. Up, back up to $5. It's just, he actually enjoys that entertainment. And then he loves always telling me these stories of the zombie state inside the casinos. I mean, zombie, it's like people, when you walk, they'll like just bump into each other. Just not even looking in the, you know, at any, they're just spaced out. Just, and I said zombie. He goes, yeah, that's the word, zombie. They're in a zombie state. We're eating dinner just today, eating at the pizza place across the street. So he says, yeah. So I go, you know, I was over there a few days ago. I didn't tell you this yet. And I'm sitting down doing my machine. There's a guy next to me, and as I sit down to start playing, I can see this guy is just now done. He's finished, and the guy is just kind of sitting there like this. You knew, my dad said, you knew he just got cleaned out. And he probably went through that whole procedure of, I'm only going to go spend this much money at the casino, and I hope I win. Dang it, it got all my money. The fact that I haven't won on this machine yet means this machine's due to be a winner here shortly. Let me go get another couple $100. ATM, of course, right there on standby at the casino. ATM, couple $100, whatever the amount is. I don't know what he put in. Now I'm going to win. I'll get my money back, and then I'll quit. Cleaned him out, of course. And then my dad sits down, and now he's at that level, looking down at the, just spaced out, looking down at the ground with just a disgusted, sad, angry, together look. My dad knew what that look is, and it's obvious. I just got cleaned out, and I tried to get some of it back and got cleaned out even more. That's where that look comes in the second time, when you try to get your money. I'm going to get my money back, and then it cleans you out again. Now you're down 3 times the amount, or double even. So he gets up. My dad notices over on the machine there's like 40 or 50, I think 50 cents still in play. But remember, the average person that goes to casino isn't pressing 2 cent bet, 10 cent bet, 20 cent bet, dollar bet. Double me up, $2 bet. Boom, boom, boom. Every press of the button. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. $100 bill goes in a minute. $100 bill, gone, boom. Magic, see it disappears. That's the kind of betting. So when he had 50 cents left, he didn't even press the key on there to say, you know, I'll bet the last 50 cents, or I'll bet a 20 cent, or I'll do some 10 cents in a row. He was just so disgusted and fed up. He left it the way it was, 50 cents in the machine, in the thing, ready to still be played. Walks away. So my dad learned something new about this. One of the employees comes over shortly after, almost like it was like the guy was being spied on, and they knew that this machine had money left in it. It was very odd, he said. But they came over just real quickly. Sir, are you playing this machine? No, I'm playing this one. You're not playing this one over here next to you too? No, why? Okay, thank you, sir. hits the button, cash out, 50 cents, takes it. Huh. Wonder what he's going to do with the 50 cents that, you know, it's on paper now, but they can go cash it in. Wonder what he's going to do with that 50 cents. Another guy walks around, sweeping up or something. Sir, can I ask you a question? Yeah, what's up? If someone walks away from one of these machines and they're done playing it, or they just walk away for whatever reason and no one's here, before he could finish speaking, it's the casino's money. They own it. It's theirs. This is their property. It's their machine. They own that money. Kind of rudely, actually, my dad said it. Pretty, like, rude, in a sense. It's the casino's. The casino owns it. So if someone gets up, there was whatever money left in the machine, they just left for whatever reason, forgot to press the button, whatever. The casino gets it. Well, what happens to it? Basically, everything that is collected just in that scenario, just like that, or if they find money on the ground, of course, they pick it up and they put it back somewhere in a big pool. And at the end of the night, when the casino shuts down, or their shift ends, actually not the casino shuts down, but when their shift ends, whoever was on that shift, they all divvy up the money, including the paper receipts that said that machine had 50 cents, that machine had $1, that one had 20 cents. They go cash it in, get the cash out, and they all split it up. And that's apparently legit. Now, these people in the casino walking around, you need a drink, you need a, you know, this and that. They're waitresses, $3 an hour. Yeah, let me say that slow. $3 an hour. That's their pay. Can you blame them for pulling this money together? We got to scrape by. Yeah, you can't blame them. But that was pretty absurd for a casino to do that. So my dad said, you know, the other day when I lost that $180, you know someone would have picked that up in a heartbeat and kept it. I said, Dad, I too, in my own video, said if I was there, I too would take that cash in a heartbeat and kept it for myself. I said, except for one thing, I would never make the claim that God gave me this money. Because I don't really think God made someone drop money out of their pocket that they earned. They own it. It's their property. For you to pick up or for me to pick up. There are coincidences. There are accidents in life. Look at every car accident that happens. There's statistics. It's the same. You could get a general idea every year. How many car accidents are going to happen every year. How many deaths due to heart condition, you know, etc. Every year, how many people lost their wallet, etc. That's not God putting statistics of how many people are going to lose their wallet every year because he just wants to upset people. No, it's just, you know, man-made mistakes. So that's all I said. I was like, Dad, I wasn't saying you were really even wrong for doing it because I would have done it too. But don't come saying God gave you this money. I can't, I don't feel that, you know. So that was his story. He goes, oh, by the way, if that had been an employee, they would have taken it themselves. And if the person came up later on, did you see anyone turn in some money? Nope, haven't heard anything. They got it back there in the back room in a big pool, you know, or a big giant jar. You know, I call it a pool because everyone's pooling in on it. And they divvied up at the end of the night. So yeah, you might as well take the money. The guy lost it, so what? You know, if you turn it in, the people you just turn it into, they're absolutely going to keep it. Unless the guy happens to be walking back past you and says, oh my God, I lost some money. You didn't happen to see any, did you? In that scenario, you know what? I did, dude. I picked it up. And he'd probably give you a couple bucks for being a nice guy. Chances are, maybe. So, that's just an interesting story I had to share with you about the casino. They're vultures preying on the zombies. Remember the old lady I told you about? Rub the screen for good luck. Press the button. Damn it, I lost some money. Rub the screen for good luck. Press the button. Ah, I lost again. Rub the screen again. One little rub longer. Press that button. Ooh, I won. Got some money back. Rubbing the screen must work. I gave it that extra rub that time, and I won. So what would a nonsense, bozo, idiot sheeple do next? Let me give it that extra rub to start with. Ooh, lost again. Same amount of rubs that I won with. Lost again. Let me do the one extra rub again on top of this one. Oh, still lost. What's the definition again of insanity? Doing something over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. And granted, I know you've heard of the story. Oh, my friend goes to the casino. They bought back $1,200 one time. And several $100s other times. They do it all the time. Really. And then you talk to the friend. You go to the casino and win sometimes on those slot machines, huh? Yeah, oh yeah, I've won many times. A few $100s one time, I won $1,200. Yeah, so-and-so was telling me about that. And then they continue. But do you know how much money I've probably lost at that casino? Oh, no, how much? Oh, thousands. Oh. So one time you won $1,200. 2 or 3 other times you won a few $100s. We'll call it $2,000 total. Matter of fact, let's call it $2,500 to be nice to you. And you lost several $1,000s in the process. So what is the other bozo friend over here telling me you won? Oh, she won big many times. Of course you win big when you play big. If you get lucky and you go in there with $300 or something and you're doing the $2, the big bet, whatever the big max is, and you hit it, and you're up $300 on top of that or something, you get lucky, you're up 500, 600 bucks, cash out and leave. Yeah, but I just got here. My friends are over there, we want to do this for, this is our entertainment for the night. Fine. Entertain yourself by now doing what my dad does. 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents. By the time all your bozo friends are cleaned out, you still got your $500+ that you got in there with $300 on, so now you're up $200, and you had entertainment the rest of the night. But nobody does that. I'm going to blow the $500 trying to get $1,000. And then you lost it all. Anyways, it's just another sheeple story. Nothing you haven't never heard before. So, that's all I got for you guys. And keep it real. Take care.